Hey, this is Steve Krause. I'm coming at you today actually from Orange Beach, Alabama. This is where my parents stay in the winter. Thought I'd show you just a little bit just because I'm here. This is the pool area down there. And then if you see, I think you can see over there, that's hotel or condos, and beyond that, that's the Gulf of Mexico. My parents stay in a condo that's more inland. Now, it may all sound great, but I'm telling you, I'm out here in the patio and I'm freezing to death. It's like 35 degrees down here or something like that. So, it's nice, and I'm here to visit, but it's not really beach weather. So, I want to record a little video briefly talking about the part two of the style assignment because there were some questions about it. And I know that you're probably mostly working on wrapping up part one, revising your ancient rhetoric assignments, and not to mention the readings and things like that. But hopefully you start thinking about part two because, of course, that's coming up later in the week, and we'll start peer review for that soon. Check the schedule. The question that I've gotten from some people is, what exactly are you looking for? And I have to tell you, I don't exactly know because I haven't done this assignment before. But I think what I'm looking for is this. First, recognize that the things that we have read since the Strunk and White and the Williams books, I'm talking about the Marquis de Sade, the Transitive Vampire, the I can't pronounce the guy's last name right now, but the guy who wrote about Twitter. each of these works takes a sort of different view on writing style based on either the sort of characters, if you will, of the people telling us the style rules, or on the purposes of the style rules in the first place. In the case of the 140 characters style guide, so that should be some element of your project. Each of these examples has an introduction explaining where it kind of came from, and it has rules. And you'll notice that the examples of rules are all tied to the purposes of the style guide. I'll tell you right now that it's harder writing good examples to illustrate rules, what to do and not to do, than you might think. That will take a little bit more time. All these things have some kind of illustration associated with them, and if you can figure out a way to incorporate different graphics into your project, that would be great. If you can't, I can understand that, but strive for that. And all of them are kind of fun. I mean, none of these things are, as a number of people have pointed out in the discussion online, none of these things are near as dry or as cut and dry as both Strunk and White and Williams can be. So the goal, hopefully, is to have a little bit of fun with the exercise. And from my point of view, I think that if you can demonstrate through part two a way to remix, resituate, parody, and have fun with these style guides, and that sort of suggests to me that you've got a pretty good handle on what the Strunk and White and the Williams books are all about. I think that you should pick some kind of theme with your style guide. Not necessarily, obviously not the same theme as the Marquis de Sade or as vampires or as Twitter, but some kind of theme that maybe has some relevance to you. Maybe there's maybe you have a style guide for the job that you have, like the style, what the writing guide should be for waiters or something. I don't know, or a writing guide for people who work at Home Depot or wherever. Maybe you want to think of it in terms of some sort of movie characters or movie parodies. Maybe you want to think in terms of some sort of TV show or TV parodies. It would be interesting to see the style guide for a show like Lost, which is one of the shows I watch all the time. I can imagine style guides tied to a place. It'd be interesting to have a writing style guide about Southern Alabama versus Southeast Michigan versus Northern Michigan or something like that. I don't know. I can think of all kinds of different things. And maybe you've got some suggestions too. So I'm going to post this video now, and what I want you to do is ask below here. Ask whatever questions you might have about the assignment and about what you think might be a good idea for the part two of the style guide. And I'll be back in Michigan soon, and it'll probably be about the same kind of weather, just not many palm trees. And so, okay, see you online.